Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is a forgiveness video. I'm doing it for my niece, actually. I haven't been on Facebook Live in a while. I haven't been live on YouTube, but I've been doing recordings. I'm getting ready to go out and walk to get my exercise on. But my niece had called me the other day and asked me about doing something on forgiveness and the timing of wanting to be in the energy of forgiveness is on point because forgiveness is what we do to release ourselves and others from hey Jazz, release ourselves and others from anger that we may have where they have hurt us or where we have hurt them. I believe the greatest prayer that we can pray is the Lord's Prayer because the Lord's Prayer incorporates forgive us our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. So it's a two-way thing. There's a two-way um, communication. It's a two-way agreement that I'll forgive you and you'll forgive me. That takes maturity and it also takes practice. But the thing is that we can go to someone if we've hurt them and ask them for forgiveness, and they may say no. Well, the forgiveness actually begins with you. Um, I work with a lot of people that make choices. I've worked with myself making choices that weren't profitable, making choices that hurt me and hurt others. I had to begin with forgiving myself and also changing my consciousness in order to really live in the agreement of forgiveness. Forgiveness is making amends with yourself and making amends with others, so you're going to release it. Forgiveness is so fitting, as I said to her, and I'll say again here, because we have just embarked upon the end of the Pisces energy. Pisces is the 12th sign. A lot of people don't want to talk about astrology, but as we move and live more in the time and the season that we're in, we understand that the Piscean age was the Christian age. And the Christian age was the age that Jesus was talking about the light being, the lamp being lit for people to see. Because what others don't understand is that the Christian age, it was a dark age. The illumination age that Jesus would walk people into had to do with him going to the cross, which meant that he was showing people how to actually do the forgiveness and to release forgiveness. On the cross, there was a release of old energies, and it's happening for us. These are things that people don't want to talk about, and some people don't know about. Releasing old things is what the cross experience is about. You're crossing out old energy that is not productive, old things, old thoughts, so that you can produce more. Why aren't we manifesting in our lives? It's because the lack of forgiveness or the agreement of forgiveness not being consistent. You know, today I forgive you, but tomorrow I'm angry with you about what you did or what I did. Well, what I did to you, if I forgive myself for it and I consistently work with that forgiveness to change my consciousness, my thoughts, and not to commit those same type of circumstances or hurt people in the same way, what happened is I have a new mind in Christ, which the Bible talks about. Now, the Christian age, again, was a dark age. Anyone that wants to, I guess, discuss it on a higher level, they can go and begin to study the dark ages of Christianity. And Jesus, even in Luke 22, was pointing the people to the water bearer. You can read Luke 21, Luke 22. Luke 21 is where Jesus was talking about the wars and famines and situations that would come to pass. And at the end of that chapter, he talked about the Son of Man would raise. Well, why am I talking about this? Because in our life, there's been so much taken away for us not to understand what we're walking through. And I'm putting it back. I'm not afraid. I'm putting it back because I was led to. A lot of people fight against what they're led to do, meaning I was led to study astrology, but theology first and then psychology. So I have three different components of life that I was led by God to study. And when I put all of those together, what I found is in mental health, people are suffering because they don't have the three parts that the body needs for understanding. I mean, when you go to the doctors, you're going to see about your body, but you're not going to see about your mind, right? You go to a church and you pray about situations with your body. You go to the doctors, but you won't go and look at your mind from a spiritual standpoint that is connected to the universe, which is where all energies come from. Now, I know that could get a little deep, but over in Luke 21, they tell you in the Bible, I should say, Jesus tells us that there will be a man with a water pitcher. In some versions, it says a man or the water bearer. The water bearer is the Aquarian age that enlightens people. It enlightens people to understand their self. The church was never meant to make people codependent. What do you mean by codependent? It was never meant to make people lean on them. It was a place that was a sanctuary for people to learn and understand themselves. Just as behavior health situations come up, the church could fortify people in that if they call out their therapists and human service individuals. The pantries, the food pantries, it's not all churches, it's not incorporating this. But in the Roman age, the Catholic Church still assists their people. Now, where are you going with forgiveness? Because people are angry even right now because some people don't actually have food to eat. Some people are struggling at $5 for gas a gallon. But it's some people out there that don't understand that. Now, I'm not asking anybody to understand. I'm asking anybody that listens to understand the process of forgiveness, because you don't need anybody to give you anything. What you need to do is possibly think about connecting with your source. You find out who your source is. I'm a liberalist. I'm not going to go and say someone is wrong because, they use the practice of Buddhism, or they use, or they're an agnostic, or that they are, praying to Krishna. I'm not going to do that because I understand that people were born in different countries, and therefore those different countries offer different spiritual practices and religions. If you want to educate people, then you come together at the table and you begin to talk about things, not to discourage them and tell them that they're wrong. We're not in a time where we're telling people that they're wrong. We're redirecting behavior so that we can understand there's a lot that we've missed out on. There's a lot of education and wisdom that was not given or privy. We've had to dig within the recesses of our souls to find the truth. So forgive even your leaders. Yes, forgive them. But while you're forgiving them, go on and educate yourself. Go on and follow your spirit. Don't doubt your spirit because you've been following a man. By the way, the God that you serve says that I'm a jealous God. So if you put too much attention on a man, you can miss out on your own blessing. So here, moving into the Aries season from Pisces, what you have is Pisces energy telling people to clear out things, to clear out the clutter. I have a video where I did about 2 or 3 weeks ago about clear out the mess. So you're clearing out mess. You're clearing out trash out of your mind, your body, and your spirit. You are getting a new regimen. Why? Because new beginnings are coming with Aries, the ram. I am. That's the same as the I am with Moses. Moses was a new movement. People were in slavery to Pharaoh. And God made a way out of no way for Moses to wake up to his true purpose. And he went in and followed the directives of God to get people free. That was a new age, a new era, even back then. Many, many people talk about what should not be, and this is not true, and this is that, and that is not right. Who knows what's right under the sun but God? No one knows. So when we trust people to tell us something, that God is actually leading us to do, to take care of within the realms of positive, that's going to help yourself, myself, and others. If we hold back because someone else said it, then we could be doubting God. You'll have to go and ask God for forgiveness. Because who took the platform and said that there's only specific leaders? You see, people are relying on leaders to actually show them how to make their bread and butter, for instance. Pray for me to go to work. Pray for me to do this. What happened to pray for yourself? Forgive me, Lord, for not praying for myself. Forgive me for not being accountable for myself. Forgive me for asking others to do something that I should do. And that is the system of codependency. Because whenever I cannot pray for myself and I need others to pray for me, I am codependent. I feel like I have no power. Here is a season of enlightenment. Here is a season of new beginnings where you can change that. You can trust yourself. You can be confident that your prayers are answered because you begin to exercise a lifestyle that is connected to the God that you serve. Now, there are things that you have to release. I said that. I don't want to get into anything else other than that, but your life has to be purified. I cannot overlook that part. Purification means that in Pisces energy or at any time, you're always clearing out negative energy within yourself. What is this smudging about? What is it? If you can't clear your inside, your heart out, there's no forgiveness and there's no release. Smudging is not going to get you into a good mindset because your mind is not changed by smoke. It's not. You change your mind by practicing spiritually daily. And so, again, my niece, she perpetuated, she propelled me. And so here we are. Make amends with yourself for asking others to do things that you can do for yourself. Break that spirit of codependency and forgive yourself in the process. All right. You guys be blessed. Email me at ifwbuilders@gmail.com. We have a leadership team. We're going to Puerto Rico in October. Nomadic Goddess is on here. She's a part of, creating that. She better get with Nye to do it. But email me and you guys be blessed. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Share and become a part.